What's up guys, Deceiver here, back for another Resident Evil Resistance video, and today we're going to be talking about a few quality of life changes that need to be made to the game. So some of these are pretty simple, some of these might take them a lot of time to actually implement, but let's go ahead and get started. The first quality of life change that I want to see in the game is the ability to rename your presets and your decks. Right now they're just called Deck 1, Deck 2, Deck 3, Deck 4. And when you've got so many characters, sometimes you forget what your decks are for and what builds they're for. So the ability to simply rename them would be very helpful. The same goes for the map presets as well. Alright, moving on from that, making the ability to add equipment like presets or whatever as well would be nice. So that way you can have multiple sets of equipment without having to actually change them out and go in here and look for what you want and re-equip them in each slot. Just give us the ability to put them into preset slots and everything, and that would be much easier as well. And moving on to the next thing, make the zombie stun time a little bit less. This is really annoying. I know they don't want to make it to where you're basically playing Daniel and your zombie can't be stunned unless it's a special ability, but I'm talking about just shave off a second or two from the stuns that zombies take, especially from like Martin's ult or from his mines, because once you step on one of those things, you have no reason to stay in that zombie anymore. You might as well just leave and go do something else, and then that zombie is completely worthless just off of being stunned. The zombies kind of feel somewhat weak in this game unless you're playing a net and can buff them up quite a bit, but other than that they're not up to par to where I think they are fair, and that's why a lot of other builds do very well other than just using zombies. Yes, you can have some success using zombies with the right build, obviously, with Daniel, Annette, even Spencer has some pretty decent zombie builds. But it's gotten to the point where survivors are getting so good that they just mow through them no matter what your build is, and I think reducing the stun time would help that a lot. Moving on to the next feature, crossplay. Crossplay with PS4 would be great considering the low population of the game. That needs to be implemented in order to make this game survive for a long amount of time. And I know that anybody that plays this game absolutely loves this game and wants to see it survive for a long time, and you know, I think that's going to be one of the best things they can do to make that happen. Bringing me to the next point, removing this game from Resident Evil 3, make it its own game. It's so much better to do it that way. The marketing for this game was so horrible. I don't understand why they bundled them together. A lot of people don't even know about the game, and if they do know about the game, some of them don't even know how to get to the game or get the game. And other than that, some people just think it's too damn expensive when buying it with Resident Evil 3 and just aren't going to buy it right now. There's a lot of people that want to play it and still just simply can't because of that price tag and because of the fact that you have to buy Resident Evil 3 in order to get this game. So I think out of everything on this list, that is the very first thing they need to do, is just separate this game from Resident Evil 3. Like, that needs to be done ASAP, and it should have never been done in the first place. And the last thing, I would make early Mastermind decks a little bit better somehow. Right now, when you jump into the game and try to play a new Mastermind, you have to play Annette for one, and you have to play her default deck, which is absolute doo-doo. Right now, the best thing in that deck is the tough zombie. Everything else about the deck is kind of garbage. So yeah, I definitely think they need to tweak how the early game for Masterminds go. For survivors, you can pick whatever survivor you want to be at the beginning, but when you're new as a Mastermind, you have to play Annette. You have to get her to level 5, and then you have to play Daniel, and then you have to get him to level 5, then you have to play Alex and get her to level 5, and so on and so forth. And that's just really annoying. And on top of that, you need to go through each character, unlock all of their abilities, and then once you've got all their abilities, you can play some of the more the more good decks in the game, I suppose. Is it's really early for me. I haven't fully got my brain working yet, but need to make some new videos. So but yeah, that's pretty much it for all of the changes that I want to see in the game, quality of life and everything. This is a really short video, but some things that I just wanted to discuss and see what you guys think. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, especially subscribe. Go check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Like the video, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch TV/DeceiverGame. There are some other videos for you to check out. I'll see you next time.